What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's Algie and I here. Today, I'm not actually reacting to this video. I'm actually reacting to the comments of this video. However, I will be actually, I don't know if I will, but I might actually be reacting to this video or responding to this video in the future. But as you can see from the title, it's quite spicy, quite enticing to anyone who dabbles in this type of thing. So, how to manipulate your friends into being Christians, Redeemed Zoomer. I don't think Redeemed Zoomer is that kind of guy. I really don't think he's bad faith. I think he seems like a genuinely kind person to me. I mean, I've watched some of his videos. You know, Redeemed Zoomer is pretty great, in my opinion. He seems like he wants unity among the Christians. You know, I mean, he doesn't seem like he wants to manipulate anyone. Air quotes, manipulate. Doesn't seem like he's malicious. So, I mean, Cersei, I think he's had. I think I've seen some of Cersei before. I may agree with some of what he says, but you're saying, guys. Anyway, sorry, man. Anyway, a little distraction there. Anyway, let's react to the comments now, shall we? So, how to gaslight your friends into joining a cult. What a wonderful video. Wait, no, the opposite of that. I don't know what that means. Thanks for the game plan redeems there. Now I know the red flags. Bro, like, this is literally, okay, this is one of my big pet peeves is, I'm pretty sure everyone's pet peeves is literally Reddit tier atheism. This is Reddit tier atheism. It's rabid Reddit atheism, but on YouTube. This is internet atheism at its finest. Just calling Christianity a cult. I mean, if you think Christianity is a cult, you're gonna have to really rethink some things, I think. But let's not get into that this very second. I left a comment down here. As yeah, since everyone will shun you if you leave. Oh wait, that's Jehovah's Witness, not Christianity. It's almost like Christianity is not a cult, but another worldview like your own. Exactly, because I mean, what I hate is also like the double standards here. Because like these atheists, I don't know if they're atheists or agnostic. These quote unquote, I guess, atheists, they have a worldview, but I hate the double standard of where atheists act like their view doesn't act like a religion, or their view isn't a worldview, but it's just the default, right? They, oh, it's just the default. You're born an atheist, so it's just the default here. Christianity is actually a religion, and therefore, is a cult because, well, I don't know why it would be a cult, to be honest with you, because like Jehovah's Witnesses, as far as I know, you get shunned if you like try to leave, or I mean, it's like your family, like they get your family to stop talking to you. I mean, that seems kind of what some of the left is kind of doing a little bit too. Like they stop talking to their family and start, like breaking ties with their family because of different political beliefs and stuff. But I mean, it's, I mean, even the left can seem like a cult, but but apparently Christianity is a cult. I mean, there might be cults within like, that call themselves Christian, but not in the general sense. Christianity is not a cult. I mean, if you're talking about Islam, that might seem more like a cult. But even by textbook definition, I mean, I don't think Islam is labeled as a cult by any official things. That doesn't mean it's not a cult, though, technically. But and so same for Christianity. I don't think Christianity is officially labeled as a cult, and there's probably a reason for that. But some people like to loosen the definition of cults to mean whatever they want it to mean so they can slap a bad word onto something they don't like. And it really bothers me, okay? And I know it probably really shouldn't because God probably doesn't want this to bother me. He doesn't want me to go, oh my gosh, oh, they think Christianity is a cult. And they probably don't want me to worry too much about what these people think, More worried about them being saved and stuff. I mean, I'm not here to, like, hate atheists. I'm here to, well, yeah, this video particularly is supposed to be ranting about this. Whatever the heck this is here. Nothing. Okay, so yeah, you forgot what I'm try to use a moment they are try to use a moment they are vulnerable, like when some tragedy happens to them. That is what they always do. Well, I'm sure you give people advice when someone has a bad time. So are you indoctrinating them now in your in your worldview because you're giving them helpful tips for or helpful advice for their life because they're struggling. You're, oh my gosh, you're indoctrinating them with your worldview. How terrible! You're indoctrinating them into your cultish worldview. Like, bro, come on. Like, this is Reddit tier atheism. It baffles me how much people like want to hate God or just hate the idea of God, and then they do my guess is they hate God, or they have this. They don't like the idea of God because they think he would be evil or something, or they don't like the Christian God because he's evil. So they go, okay, well, it's a cult because we think that the Christian God is evil, so it's a cult, and we're gonna label it as a cult because we don't like it because it seems evil. And if you talk to your kids, if you try to get your kids to be a Christian, like, then you're bringing them into a cult because your God is evil because I say so, with literally nothing else to back me up except maybe what I think is evil, in my opinion, that I can't verify, like, that I have no overall authority over, with no objective morality or whatever. Come on, like, literally. And I said, yes, because being kind and offering advice to a different worldview than yours is so terrible. And this person said, grooming does fit your description, including the ulterior motives that they do not have the best interest of the recipient of kindness and advice in mind. Well, I mean, some do. I mean, like, you're literally, like, what examples, like, are they not? Like, I mean, sure, there's some people, but, like, there's also plenty that are really nice. I mean, oh, you forgot to mention the ulterior motives. They spoil your argument, don't they? And I'm like, what type of grooming are you talking about? Child predators or raising a child in a worldview? If you disagree with raising a child in a worldview you disagree within that case, I could say the same for atheism, since it is a worldview as well that I disagree with. So if it's the latter, no, it does not spoil my argument. And I also said, first, my condolences, and second, why leave a person? Okay, someone said, unsolicited advice isn't helpful. It's annoying and patronizing. Okay, what should we say here? Okay, unsolicited advice isn't helpful. Annoying, isn't patronizing. You're just going to be mad because I was trying to be kind. It's no. I'm so bad at spelling. Well, I'm also not used to typing on a computer. I also type slow as well. And it's no wonder being against boom. Bam. Anyway, and someone says, like, hold on. I'm just gonna skip some of this. Nothing scarier than on Halloween than religious indoctrination. Ooh, very scary. So it's an underrated comment that Elf Torin. So is it? Of course, it's like Elf. My guess is. I wonder if they do like New Age spirituality. I don't know. We have, and I said, like, satanic indoctrination, right? We all go to hell in another's religion. Okay. Who said all? Truly, quote unquote, good person. Since God is perfect, his standard is perfection. Can't do that. hope you see why you need to, sorry if I'm talking quiet, to be a substitute, and sorry, to be a sacrifice, pay for bad deeds for you. It's pretty, oh my gosh, bro, nice when you think about it. There we go. Alright, I really do hope these people come to Christianity. I mean, I don't want to hate these people. I'm not trying to hate these people. I just hate what some people say sometimes. They probably say it in ignorance or arrogance or something. Okay, my ex-church has used these tactics to try to reconfirm me. No one has ever tried to engage in my questions. It's all about convincing me of the beauty of his imaginary monster. How is God a monster? Boom. Friends don't try to recruit friends into death cults. Okay. How is Christianity a death cult? I mean, I guess there's like the end times thing, but it's not saying to kill yourself or anything. It's not saying to end yourself. It's not saying, okay, well, since the end times are coming, you at this hour or when this happens, you need to end your life, sacrificing yourself for God or something in that way. So I mean, it's not a death cult. Like I said, someone said. Okay, I said proof for your claim of this person, and this person said, no claim in the comment you're responding to. You appear to be demonstrating the cognitive damage that indoctrination in cults causes. I said, I appear or am. So you're just guessing, or does your cult teach you to call religion and other worldviews cults that aren't yours, which seems like a cult to me. So there's a funny two-sided narrative of infinite regress. Explain, please. Since I'm not a super intellectual or anything. Friend with divine is someone doing what is good for the friends. Recruiting someone that calls on. Okay. Okay. Well, I can just say Christianity is not a death cult. So we're good, right? I know I can be kind of sarcastic. It's hard to be kind of serious here. What the heck is this video over here? I tried doing research on Conservapedia. What the heck is Conservapedia? And the person's like drag queen too. Oh my goodness. I wonder what that video is gonna be like. Well, I shouldn't assume anything, but anti-science rant. Okay. Okay, Sir Sick. Since you know all this stuff, I guess since you know everything. Christianity isn't called by definition. It doesn't kill you. The hell? Do you think Jesus told everyone to drink poison wine and die to ascend to heaven? What? Told everyone to drink poison wine and die to ascend to heaven? Die to ascend to heaven? I'm just gonna like that comment. I don't know if it's positive or negative, true. I don't know if it's mocking or what. The cognitive distance must take to essentially know that you're conning people, but still think the big payday in the sky is real. Better than nothing. Am I right? I don't think I'm right. I mean, believe in magic. Nothing. I shouldn't be this mean, you guys. And that. Frick, no. On that created everything. As he finally admits that converting people is indeed tricking them because ultimately all it's lies. Proof. I hate it when you find out your new friend just wants to sell you something. Well, okay, literally, what do they gain from it? Bro. I bet we be friends. Say you ever heard of, I don't know what that is. How Redeem Zoomer, the one guy who convinced me 100% that Christians have no idea what they're talking about. Apparently they can't know, they just have faith. Can you know? If your friend have faith. There we go. That's why I'm just replying to comments. Nothing like objectively. Okay. A lack of self-awareness of describing cult brainwashing beat for beat without realizing. Okay, I don't know if that's. Okay, yes, kids always are. When you're trying to manipulate someone into believing a load of nonsense, be respectful and sure control conversation so you avoid inconvenient questions might expose your manipulation. Okay, bro. I'm just too lazy to even reply to that. Hello, friends. Believe in God or else. That's how I know with zero atheist friends mission accomplished. I don't even know what to say to this, bro. It's like, I'm gonna have a lot of responding to do tomorrow or whenever these people respond. There we go. Okay, so our group triggers lies when if anyone in a group needs trickery, lies, manipulation, emotional predation, bribes, threats, love bombing, guilt, shame, and other tactics, we won't stay away far away from them. Lie that. Sorry, I'm not speaking much. I'm going to speak more in a second. But well, atheism means the lie that religion and logic or science are not compatible. Have to add a to. Okay. Oh, not to witness others. I mean, God doesn't allow you probably creates evil. It tells us in His book. From what I create darkness, make peace. I create evil. I Lord is okay. I gotta have to look more into that. Okay, I create evil. Okay, Isaiah 45. So let's look this up. 5:7. Lord, do all these things. It says evil should be understood as calamity, disaster. Okay, Hebrew, because let's see. Boom. Okay, we have I form, Yoser, Or, the light, create, darkness. I make peace and create calamity. Ra. I guess Ra could be as evil or calamity. Okay. Well, you don't actually do any research. Sure, it looks like that, but it also can be translated as calamity. Not let's just be nice about this one. 83 dots, yeah. Okay, let's actually fix some of this. Sure. It looks... Don't... well, if you don't actually do any research, sure it looks like that, but also could be translated as calamity. Clearly taking out of context, sarcasm. As I guess this guy wasn't making a claim, but anyway, I think that should be it anyway. That's a lot of comments. The video's probably getting really long. Oh my goodness. I haven't watched the video. But anyway, I guess the... Okay. Ra, I guess is the word, so... So, yo ser over uboere oshek ose shalom obore. So it says, I form the light and create the darkness. I make peace and create calamity. See, it wouldn't make any sense if he said, I made peace and then create evil. Because, I mean, peace isn't exactly the opposite of evil. Good is the opposite of evil. So it would make more sense, because this is kind of like, I don't know, some kind of poetic thing. So it's like, light and darkness are two opposites. Peace and calamity aren't necessarily two opposites. Good and evil are two opposites. If we're going to talk about good and evil. Peace and calamity are two opposites, my bad. Peace and evil are not two opposites. I, God, do all these things. So, clearly people take the Bible out of context, don't actually do any research, and then, this is the Reddit atheism. This is exactly what I hate, okay? I don't hate these atheists, okay? I'm not gonna, wish evil on these atheists, okay? I pray for them. We should all pray for them, that they would come to Christ. I pray for them right now, that they come to Christ right now, in Jesus' name. I pray that, God, you show them your love and your ever-standing grace. And I pray for their well-being, and that you show them the way and the light in Jesus Christ. And I'm not that great at praying. Please bless them greatly in Jesus' name. I pray. Amen. You guys can pray with me too if you guys wanted to. But anyway, thanks for getting a bit long here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to make more like this. Maybe looking at Reddit comments. Let me know in the comments down below if you would want me to react to or answer or respond to Reddit comments, or comments in Quora or Reddit, or with Reddit atheism, and such things like that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll be out. Bye!